Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We've got a fun video today. I'm off to London. I need to finish getting ready. I haven't done my hair. It's a mess, but I'm so excited for today. I'm off to a premiere of Young Sherlock, which is coming soon on Amazon Prime. And then I have a fitting the next day for the Peaky Blinders premiere. I know, who am I? Going to all these premieres is ridiculous. The invites to lots of these events have just like ramped up this year. So whilst I've been quietly devastated about my life being turned upside down, career-wise, it's been like, oh, everything's like kicking off, and it's been a saving grace really, because it's been really nice to keep busy and channel all my energy into that. It's also been difficult because I'm like, where's the line between staying busy and keeping distracted and like ignoring your problems and they're only going to surface later? Do you know what I mean? Like, because lots of people go, just keep busy. And then you've got the other people who are like, make sure you're making time to sit with your feelings and like experience it all. And I'm like, I can see the benefits of both. Maybe I just need to do a mix. But hey, I'm feeling all right, you know. Well, today, at least. Anyway, I am really excited to share this video with you, and I'm very excited as well because today's sponsor of the video is Wild. Some of you may know Wild because I know they've been around for a long time with their deodorant sticks, and I absolutely have loved their products in the past, but they've just come out with a new roll-on antiperspirant, a 72-hour antiperspirant refillable roll-on. This is the refillable case, so it's nice and small and it's in a lovely forest green. You can get other colors as well. As I said, it gives you 72-hour sweat and odor control, and 90% of the ingredients are all natural. You don't get any white marks. It's quick drying. I put it on just now, was able to put my t-shirt on, black t-shirt, no white marks, no wet patches. And the best part is it's easily refillable. All you do to refill your antiperspirant, twist off the top like that, open up your refill, twist on the top of the antiperspirant, put it in the case. And then you apply it just like this. And it's vegan and cruelty free, which, as you know, I don't want to use anything if it's been tested on animals. So that is a really good perk of Wild. I've been using it every day this week, and honestly, the sweat control is incredible. I'm sometimes wary about roll-ons as opposed to spray-ons because I'm used to the spray and I know what to expect. So I get nervous when I try a new one, but this has really like blown me away. And anyone who's been following me for a long time knows I'm a sweaty person. I know, gross. So if this works on me, I'm sure it will work on you too. Also, you can set up a subscription so you can get refills delivered directly to your door. You can pause, you can skip if you've got too much. It's really flexible. And don't just take my word for it. They have over 70,000 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. So if you don't believe me, believe those other 70,000 people that have rated it 5 stars. So if you use my code, which is on screen now, or click the link in the description, you will get 20% off your order. So make the most of it. If you want to give it a go, let me know how you get on. Anyway, it's time to go to London. Let's go. Good morning, guys. I am on my way to my brother's house because we are doing a park run this morning. Or it might not officially be a park run. Park runs, if you don't know, is like a thing they do all around the country where you meet up in a park and go for a run. I don't know if it's officially a park run, but it's essentially a park run. But we're going to Portsmouth, I believe, to do that, which is the rival to Southampton, which is where I'm from. But anyway, we'll let that slide. Portsmouth is actually a really nice historic town. Well, I say nice. It's a bit like Southampton. I don't really like Southampton very much, but I think Portsmouth actually has more history to it than Southampton does. Sorry, Southampton. Anyway, Joel, that is not about history. I am on my way to my brother's house. He's going to drive us to the run, and it's just a 5K this morning. Obviously, as some of you will know, I've been training for a 10K for the last, I don't know, well, technically, I knew I was doing it since October last year, and I didn't start training until maybe just before Christmas, just very lightly. And now I'm training at least 3 times a week. I should probably start upping it now because it's 4 weeks today, I think, that we do our 10K. Anyway, today's a nice easy 5K. Oh, but it is a bit miserable outside. I'm sure none of you care about the run, and you're probably more like Joel. What the frick? Tell us about the house. Guys, I probably told you too soon. Part of me was like, oh, I like vlogging as things happen, and like, because I can look back as memories, and hopefully one day I'll look back at that video and go, oh my gosh, that's the day I realized that I bought a house, basically. However, this morning I was like, oh, what if it falls through somehow? What if, because I think, I might have said this, but I think the sellers of the house that I'm buying, they want to go, they want to stay local, but they want a bigger house. I'm assuming maybe they want to start a family or something, so the house didn't give me a vibe of having children there. Maybe it does. But anyway, they want a bigger house. Apparently they found somewhere, but then that house had sold. So they put their house on the market. Now I've bought it within a month, sort of, and I think it'd been on maybe 6 or 7 weeks. So I don't know what their position is. Have they found a house? Have they even been looking? Like, are they willing to move into rented accommodation so that we can just speed this through? Because I'm no chain. I've got the money and the mortgage ready to go. So they could hopefully go, you know, it could all be done within a couple of months if they were willing to just move out into rented, but I doubt they'll be willing to do that. So I've basically got to wait for them to find their house. And then when they do find a house, that house might be in a long chain. And then what if someone in that chain pulls out and then we're back to square one? So I'm like, the excitement has worn off slightly. Not the excitement for the house, but the excitement about buying a house has worn off, because I'm like, oh no, a lot could still go wrong. And anyway, I made an offer on the Friday afternoon and it got accepted Friday evening. So, and then everything's shut, obviously. So I need to tomorrow instruct like a solicitor and like get the ball rolling properly. And then maybe I can find out some more information. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to view the house a second time and I'm going to take my mum with me who hasn't seen it yet. But then I've got to shoot straight off because I'm filming something with the Dogs Trust, which I'm very excited about. But that's what I'm doing this run for. I'm doing the run for the Dogs Trust and I'm raising money. So if you do want to donate and support my run, which is on the 22nd of March, then I will leave the link down below. I've already raised, I think, about £500, which is incredible. So thank you so much to anyone who's already contributed. All the money goes to the Dogs Trust, who do incredible work in rehoming dogs, rescuing dogs. Ugh, they're just the best. So, and I cannot wait to show you guys a bit more about what the Dogs Trust do when I visit them tomorrow. I will also be donating all of the ad revenue. So if you can't support financially, that's absolutely fine. I know everyone has a lot of things to spend their money on, and there's loads of charities who are always asking for donations. So I get it, you might already donate to charity. I'm just bracing myself for a very busy week next week, which is all fun stuff. But yeah, like I said, house viewing, Dogs Trust on Monday. Tuesday, I'm in London, things all day, then a premiere in the evening. Back Wednesday, and then I go to Manchester on Thursday night. I've got 2 nights in Manchester for the Brit Awards. So it's gonna be quite busy, and I still haven't sorted out clothing. I might just go naked. Do you know what I mean? That would make an impact on the red carpet. Maybe not the impact that I want, but an impact. Right, we've arrived. The 5K has begun. It should be quite beautiful, but it's not because the tide's out and it's raining. But here we go. Good morning, guys. Ignore my hair. I have woken up in London, sunny London. Today it's going to be sunny and 18 degrees, and I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. It feels like spring has truly arrived. Anyway, I have just jumped out of bed, as you can tell. I'm in shorts and t-shirt, but I've chucked a jumper on because it is still a little bit chilly. But yeah, I'm going to go get a workout done and one of my runs for the week. And then I've got to go to a fitting at Moss because I've been invited. So I'm going to the Brits this weekend, and then I've been invited on Monday to the world premiere Peaky Blinders for Netflix, which I'm so excited about. Moss are going to dress me for that. So I need to go into store on Oxford Street for 11. So I want to get all my workout done and then I need to go home. I'm so sorry, you can't take me seriously with my hair like this. I also have spent the entire time walking the wrong way. I was debating between 2 different day passes for different gyms, and then I completely forgot which one I got a day pass for, so I was walking in the complete wrong direction. But that's meant I've taken a nice little wrong turn, and I get to look at new parts of London that I've not seen before. So cute. You don't often see that in London. You see policemen on them. I wonder if they're police in training or something. So cute. I love to think when I see police officers on horses that the horses are also police officers and the horse thinks that they're a police officer. I love it. You can see Big Ben through the trees there. Stunning. The walk back to my hotel was really pretty through St James's Park. I actually was coming because I knew there was a coffee stand there, but it's closed. But you can see the daffodils coming out over there. Buckingham Palace is just at the end, if you don't know London. But this is gorgeous. I know I've just been to Tenerife, but there's something about the sun in London. You can't beat it. London in the sun, whether it's winter or summer, is just the best. Actually, London in summer is not the best because it's really hot and there's no AC, but love it. Look at those geese. Oh, it looks like this cafe is open. Yes. Let's go get a coffee and have a nice walk through the gardens. This is very nice in here. In all the years I've lived in London, I've never actually been in this cafe. Very nice. Guys, it's just the small things that make me happy. A coffee and a walk in nature, and just look at all those daffodils coming into bloom. Oh, stunning. So many horses out today. Look how cute that is. I love that this goose is just chilling in front of Buckingham Palace. What a life. Casually walking past this place. I wonder if anyone lives there or if it's an office. Amazing. So I was just on my way to my fitting at 11, but before that I was going to stop at another shop. But my friend has just messaged to say that she's in a coffee shop and she's just down the road. So I'm going to do it in the other order and do those afterwards. But I was like, this is why like living in London is amazing, because it's at the last minute you can just be like, do you happen to be free? And then people sometimes are. And this was a friend getting in touch with me, so it felt very spontaneous. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should live in London, but never mind. I don't think I can base my entire decision for a new home off of going for random coffees with friends. Good, but I don't think I should. Right, I've tried on a green. I'm going for brown, double-breasted brown. Very nice. They're getting me a tie and some shoes, so I'm just waiting to complete the outfit. Right, suit got. I actually think this might be one of my favorite looks ever. Gone for oxblood shoes because he was like, black would be quite boring. This adds a pop of colour, and we've got the matching burgundy pocket square and tie. I'm so excited to wear that on Monday. I'm now just nipping to Suit Supply to try and see if there's anything in there for this weekend, which is more pressing really because it's sooner. I really, really need to find something for the Brits, and I have nothing currently. Right, there it is. Let's go. I panicked then, I thought it was shut. Right, I went for a little solo lunch at Nando's, which was lovely. Then I went to Suit Supply and got something for the Brit Awards, I don't know, and Zara, and I don't know if they're going to work or not, but I'll have to try them on tonight. Went back to the hotel, got all my bags, got in an Uber, and now I'm at the station and I've got a call with the Brits in 10 minutes, Zoom call, with all of us who are going to talk about logistics and stuff, so yeah, and then I can hop on a train home. What a whirlwind vlog this was. Guys, I'm all discombobulated because I am, for once, actually ahead with my videos. So I was watching this video back and I was like, oh, well, now I need to film an outro, but I'm in London again for something else. So I'm not sure where I am at the minute. It's very odd getting used to this new lifestyle, and I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, it's been a really big adjustment going through a breakup and my whole life changing. And the physical location is one thing, but then work-wise is another. Like, I've never been this busy and saying yes to as many things, which is really lovely and I love it. This isn't me complaining about it. It's just a weird discombobulating thing. So I'm like, oh, my life literally has completely done like a 180. Just weird. Sometimes, I don't know if this is normal, but I sometimes like in moments will sort of be aware suddenly of my life now, and I'm like, how did that happen? Like, what? It feels like yesterday that I was living up north and my life was completely different, and now I'm like, it's very weird. Before I leave you, I just want to say that I'm reading this book at the minute by Josh Silver, and I'm just about to finish it. I was just reading it in breakfast. I think I've got 2 chapters left. So maybe I should just wait to talk to you about it once I've finished it. But I've absolutely loved this book. It's not out as of yet, as you're seeing this. I think it's out in a month's time in the UK, and then it's out in August in America. I went to drama school with Josh Silver. When I went to RADA, he was in 3rd year or 2nd year? I think he was in 3rd year when I was doing my 1-year course there. I don't actually know if Josh remembers me. I remember him. He reached out to me and asked if I would like to read a copy of his book. And I was like, yeah. I don't actually think he remembers me. But anyway, I might send him a message and tell him how much I loved his book and be like, do you remember that I went to RADA at the same time as you? Anyway, this book, really, really good. If you enjoyed Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, I think you're really gonna enjoy this. It deals with similar themes questions of like who has a right to tell what story. Basically, it's about ex-best-selling author. She hasn't written a book in years. She doesn't have any creative juices flowing, but her previous book was a massive hit and she doesn't know what to write. Then she has an experience with or meets someone, a gay man who's a drug addict and a sex worker, and she becomes obsessed with him, follows him, and basically writes his story without his permission into a best-selling book. And it's very interesting about like who has the right to tell what stories. Yeah, it's just very gripping. If you're after a new read, definitely pre-order this. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you again to Wild for sponsoring this video. Don't forget you can get 20% off your order if you use my code, which is on screen now, or click the link down below. I hope you're all having a great week and I'll see you soon. Bye.